Lágrimas caen sobre la piel como un río que no tiene fin. Susurra el viento mi soledad.
JP.
May I attach myself onto your own heart's beat. Your heart says speak inside of your prayers. When it's more than music, it's up in layers. The type of homegrown country vibe with that new hyper pop wave of a true hip hop. Reeling in that feeling, continuing that glow up and shine. The world is yours and mine too. Ours inside of a world to recognize a real type of love life. It can really feel like the whole worldwide movement from jump. When they tried to take me down, leave me inside, straight up slumped inside. So-called friends playing wolves in town, poisoning my whole soul and mind. Since I was just a young tyke, built up in that cage inside of that mind that they wanted to derange and write over me for all time, to take control. So they wanted that type of worldwide homicide over true hearts and minds, for that new homegrown hyper pop hip hop warfare inside of their whole arts form, while I'm taking my whole hearts to that swarm, tearing them lives apart, the proxy driven cycles in their own abusive crimes, criminal ass crimes, leaving me a straight up mummy inside of my mind. Like I'm a mime inside my inner circle, spinning around like this room as I go down to the ground, down to the floor, feeling like I'm not fine, but I'm feeling forlorn all at the same time. Fakes with their fake grins, playing just to chemically win all over my life, leaving nothing but strife inside. I need you, friend,
JP.
as a real one. No disguises.
JP.
Where's that new homegrown country, homegrown type of vibe, that new hip hop, hyper pop with the waves, hip hop that just don't stop inside of that darkness that they can enslave, concave inside of your own chest. It's time for your own glow up and shine so bright, reeling in that feeling, clutch tight. It's that type of love life that you wanted to feel, not have to fight for your better. Love says life, love light. They wanted you gone, your soul still free. God pulled me right through the stages for me, selling full stories as they fade on that fade away. Venom in the skies, they don't pick sides until you know the full truth. Cause someone is out here leaving that sleuth of an abuse inside of their built up lies. Chemical brigade me, built through that youth, thought they was gonna be love true, but their whole love was just a crime. Tried to lock it all up away, dead ass tight, deadbolt type, stealing that whole lock and key. Locksmith break down the keys with every single word that I say, being let up in their own chains. They sees. The Lord sees.
JP.
You can't kill a dreamer when the dream's so divine. The fake hearts, their own one-of-a-kind ways made it messy, yeah, but they never saw me raw and real. As I rose from the wreckage, still standing up tall. No dog, no help, just the pain inside of the prayer world. In the prayer world, with that faith locked tight. Every single dead of the night, poisoned it to the point where I couldn't even breathe in the air. All the way down to the bone, layer after layer. You can't own my story, you can't steal that part. This is my own heart's work, I built from my heart. Not to be stalked and misaligned, hacked upon me. Every single scheme upon my dreams can't trap me in. Rip these chains off me, oh Lord. Rip these chains off of me, oh Lord. I deserve to feel really loved, really true, really looked up to. Inside of that type of world that I wanted to be, not being left here all alone with these puppets trying to claim my throne. They took my smile that was meant for me, the real one that I could give back to them. God give it back, God give it back for real. I'm ready to attack for all that I'm trying to live, from these country dirt roads to the city street lights. Clutch tight in that hold, love through that fight, even in the middle of the night. Clutch tight. Clutch tight.
JP.
In that homegrown country hyper-pop vibe, new wave.
JP.
Cut out from that clean cloth. When we stand on top of a heartworks mission true. For the lovers on a mission, real worldwide, real smooth for their whole time. Left here, new life, new attitude, real bright. Just you and I. Success don't come overnight. Gotta plant them seeds. Wait for that whole glow up and shine. So when you're trying to go,
JP.
as the whole world changes the tide. The tune trying to take out a better day than it was last night. When they gotta touch me like they never knew my whole fight. So dirty, then them wearing me down. Every single step in this mission for that better life. They can't digest that type of love out here. They're of the world, and it's truly holy fire in my veins, deep in my grind, that I can't resign. Inside of their whole love's life that I couldn't find. Homegrown love, set so deep in that clay, trapped in the past, and I'm rising anyway.
JP.
Here for your playbook. This is my warpath. Whole mission rolled straight through that smoke, through that hook. Been poisoned and fed, poisoned up in the system that's straight up dead. Bled in their own heads. They think City lights got nothing on this burn for their whole lifeline. As I life up, glow up that mission, real tight, real bright. As they tried to dim me down, I'm staying lit,
JP.
staying lit. Y'all been like cockroaches who never even ran a fake smile for that real mile, being torched in your old trial, commentator style, but you ain't touched that trial. Been forced to live in that type of fire where your lungs would fail, and I'm carrying on that storm when that glow up like that braille, as I can't see to even reason to be. That glow up and shine, the life sessions to life up is mine. Inside of the heart works being clipped as my mission's bright. It's being bled over days, yeah, we trying to blow up, but they're leaving us in a whole heartless maze with their own dark parts, froze up, coated up, over 10,000 songs deep. In the catalog, they sleep. They sleep. They can't ghost this pen. This is my dialogue, straight up. They careless with their whole monologue. No fake meds, no script from their whole show. Whole world looking back and paying in their whole glow up and shine. Acting like the world is only theirs, not mine, too. System's just fake and it takes and it takes. They don't give no fucks, just trying to rake over this murderous sleuth of an abuse over me. Real health traded for a system fix. Money over love, yeah, that's their politics. I'm standing up in that field, truly feeling that real ones rise. Kingdom built, that truth enterprise, no disguise told on me. Slow down, slow down. I just multiply, glow up so heavy and shine through the darkest nights. The battle cries, life up, glow up. The world is yours and mine too. Mission in that blood, yeah, we blowing up and shining through that frozen coated up glitch in their whole matrix show. Moving through that whole mile while they're trying to divide you and me from that true hearts' values. That steady flow from that kingdom glow up and shine sessions on complete. Their mission moves, their mission's fake, while we're trying to take that homegrown new attitude, real vibe, tribe. Their work of their own darkest hearts, trying to take us down, not leaving us to our own sound. And it's not for fame, no clout, when it's just in the mainframe. Taking it out here, recording once, throwing it up online because of all of their stunts. You know me inside of a studio with my own real songs, would look a whole lot different where I belong. Now watch me life up till there's nothing left. They can try to code up and freeze up all they want, yeah, try to dim down that better light, and I'm staying lit, lit from the ground to the skies, burning up these open skies wide. This is a glow up mission, and it's mine. For my heart works, is love just a freaking crime? Straight through the smoke, they're bleeding through.
JP.
Yeah, they try to paint a picture of that truth, but their truth is all lies, all shade, up inside of the dirt that they threw up over my whole name. Dark hearts, true, sink inside of their own hearts. Pink, we ain't calling no truce when I can't think. Pointless pain, their favorite art form, the real art form, getting lost in that forlorn ways, bleeding out to the end of my days, trying to keep that heart's torn apart. They smearing my name like it's just a sport in their own shade that they throw in, playing the same old wickedest games out on play, out on repeat, their games that they made, trolling my page and stalking in the dead of the night, murderous sleuths hiding in the daylight. They network my life just a straight up pawn, with the poison drip slow and my body's gone. Open mind, I can't even see to reason to see, or to see to reason to. Side of that heartworks was built for more than just survival.
JP.
The souls of revivals, I'm praying for more, not only for myself but for them too, as if they could even ever take a second to see the true me. Real crime that they made over people like me. No truce, no peace, not when you dance in that shade. Every single lie that you parade, it's just a mess that you made. Straight up, dark heart sinking lower than lower than low. Yeah, they stank, their whole sank up hearts, ways the game, their holes rank inside of the garbage type of love they bank up in, tanked in themselves the same. The day they crossed that line, trying to paint up my truth like it's just an insane crime. But God saw the threads, they wanted me leaved in the dark, straight up dead. God's holding that pen like a flame to the spark. You can't control that whole network. It's just a snare out here, webs on disguise, while you lie and lie all the time, just to try and breathe in my own air. You ain't built from that love where I'm from. You ain't there for me like I was there for you.
JP.
So this is the war drum to let them beats hum.
JP.
They watch me rise, but I pray on that trip, on that whole climb. Shadow in that daylight, lurking in that mind. For a mile, talk about that love, they poisoned up the seed. Smile in front of the fake ones, behind their greed. Each and every single mask that they move, trying to rewrite that whole script, trying to twist my truth till the colors all flip. I walk through that fire with the soul still free. No mask, no chains, no world that was leading me into a world that I couldn't breathe in. Just God and me, trying to build, trying to break free. And I'm due for that blessing, the breakthrough that they can't give. They just take all of them lies and deceit that they weave. Can't cut up my faith, they can't even believe. Can't suggest to see, suggest to be when all their dreams trying to make me out to be less of me. Each and every single rise to the storm, in every single dark part, I stay that course, and I'm shining up my own light in that glow obsession. Every single scar they gave on me was proof I'll fight for my better loves this life. Each and every single measure of my worth in the wounds that they cause, in the pain made stronger. I'll rewrite them laws of the whole game that they play, their whole hands in the dirt that they threw upon me to curse my name. And it didn't even hurt, it hurt the same, hurt almost to the grave. That they wanted me in, cause that truth can't breathe. When these lies out here run with them roots so deep, they financials and every single part of my own organic life and mind. They can't suggest to see or suggest to be when all they're trying to do is trying so hard to make me out to be less of me. But I still rise up in the storm in the dark parts of their work, and in my own heart's is work harder and harder than before. But that better light, that better love's life I fight for. Every single scar that they gave is proof that I'll fight through the dead of the night for her. And I'm the truth that they can't bury in that fire. They try to tame, they try to name, to tarnish my whole name. So I'm still caught up in that same flame. And I am, it still hurts. It hurts as if it was just yesterday. Just yesterday that this stuff happened to me. But it's been happening this whole time. So yeah, I'm still caught up in that same flame. You feel me, G? Still stuck in them flames. Can't shake that type of heat. They take it piece by piece. Exactly what I need just to eat. For my own health, to breathe, to heal, to feel like me ever again. Built up by the system, gaslighting me like it's all fake and pretend. I'm a whistleblower and I'm a death man's, and everyone's still screaming the truth while they tighten up that noose. Brotherhood turned so snake in the grass. Took my keepsakes and smashed my past. They grew me in that deep grave I never chose to be. Poisoned up in my own bloodstream while the darkness only grows. Call it life, but it's all just decay. They wanted my better light to fade. But this ain't just about that poison talking now. It's a real me, that type of love that was profound inside of my own heart. Chest's plate for them and for her too. So I don't know how they ever did it to me. They took my mind, took my peace, and took my time, but they never took the fire that was burning inside. You feel me, G? Yeah, you feeling me, G? I was veering off of these country roads, not even knowing the way of all that I've known. They can't make less of me than who I'm meant to be. You feel me, G? Every scar's that proof when I'm still alive. And every single time I wanted to light up and shine, they bled me dry, leave me there to die. You feel me, G? You feel me, G? They made me out to be the problem, as if it was only me, to make me out to be less of all that I could be. While they pull the strings up in the shadows, moves in their shadowy hearts and souls, gone unseen, unsung. From the whole truth of my whole soul, poisoned up in the version of my whole youth. It's the cage they built to keep me in that control. Told me to go up but broke me down to my bones. Took that root right out of me, far from home. In the heat as I rise, my pulse still fights in the dead of the night. I had to get up,
JP.
get up and rise. Even when they cut me off from that better light,
JP.
I was still fighting inside of my body for that better light, that better life. There's no chord that can fix this, no law that could ever repay. The grind's too deep, and the hurt's still here to stay. So I'll drum through all of that pain. As the earth shakes back, we'll make that earthquake. Get a bunch of drummers together to make that earth shake, till they feel these bomb aches up inside of their own hearts as spark. They can't unpack the mind that they took, the peace, the time, and all of that sleuth over my whole work life. my whole love life, that fire burns deep inside. You feeling me? Veering off of that country road, trying to hold on to the weight of the whole world being thrown over me. Can't make me less than what I was supposed to be, who I'm meant to be. You feeling me, G? Every single scar is proof that I'm still here. They wanted my light to die. They wanted me to break in real time, to grow me, leave me thrown in the dirt of all of the shade they're throwing on me, all of the dirt that remembers every single hurt. I'm still here, even in the darkest parts of their whole bloody plan over me. So I'm still breathing with the shattered apart. Every single part, every single dart they threw on me. They threw on me. You feeling me, G? So keep going, being masked in this line, being shattered. They can't even suggest every single thing that they took from me was cut in pieces straight out of me. Twisted truth into a blade, playing the games that never played fair. So I'm out here planting gardens, so they sold the air. Deep in my roots in that rock that don't shade, it escalates. So you can't fake that light.
JP.
Can't fake that fight. They talk like prophets, but they act like thieves in the night. The losses,
JP.
they're so incredible. Just wanted a true love life, attached onto your own heartful prayers, hearted prayers and values, and that type of love life that doesn't break, no fake faces or questionable contents. That type that the Lord made for us to feel, our own bodies and minds designed for that true homegrown vibe. Feeling not feeling so murdered up inside of our own lives and minds, refrains, stuck in these pains, snaked out in all of our brains for their own fears. Just two hearts together, beating forever. It's so unique, so sweet, but they were turning them tides, flipping their own script over me and eyes to keep me so murdered up in my own heart and mind. Just the battle cries. My love wasn't a crime. They just spread fear to let them kids all out the streets to resign. And that real crime was the losses on double time to make me out to be their work. There are dark parts of their heart to make me get out of my mind. They've got my mind lost in its own spark. So you can't even speak while your whole soul's on point. You can't even feel that beat real rock internally. And you still feel you can't even speak. Like a deaf mute, stacked up in troubles from the choices that were left to make. Where you're stuck in the trouble with choices, lost up with your own voice. Voice of the voiceless, so you're being lost up on your own, down to your very bones. You can feel that mission as they twist that truth. It's all lies to craft upon you, as the darkness that they are, projecting it upon you.
JP.
Keeping facts from their own youth, ghosting it up, crafting, gate kept.
JP.
It's a real bloodbath in the backs from the youth being gate-kept by the ghost up in their craft. But I'm dying inside, and they're claiming it's all in your own mind, in real time, not just playing pretend. They can act like they transcend, but it's so condescending, corporal punishment just to be lost off up in a cage, in my body and mind and pain that they can't craft for my whole body and name, as the chords can't see the reason to the truth that's being bled up for the youth to the booth, bled up on these pages for 10,000 plus songs. You can hear the losses stacking up like Bob Marley with that reggae hits, singing no cry, no woman, no cry. And why he shot the sheriff in his own songs, blazing these tracks. You can feel them speakers knock tracks, and you can't feel up that heat, my tears when I cry, taking up my feet down to my knees as the tears they hit the ground. I'm feeling like I'm fucking dying inside. They stole my shine, my glow obsessions are mine, but they left me staring down the barrel of their 09 as I'm pointing the 45 back at the AK-47's chests of men. These losses aren't lossless. In the end, they don't get erased. They can't replace every single thing I carried inside of my own heart to carry each and every single torn heartbeat. And it shows that I can't spark, I can't feel right, and you can see it right on my face. So I'm fighting for that heart and that new start. Sometimes as they needed to erase me, take me out to indemnify their crimes, and they can't even take it. I don't fake the flames with my own heart, so sparks being lost off on loop and thrown into the dark, with them bullets flying around like brotherhood and fatherhood, feeling them aches inside of my chest that they gave. They're cowards in disguise of their whole life, losses of their enterprise, to protect their name, protect their face that they fled off for. They lead up with straight lies, rape and crime, and hide up the fake ass designs, disguised in their own hands, their own plans to kill me off.
JP.
You can call it mental health, just a problem inside of my own brain, as if it's just health of my mental being thrown up in that shade. Pounds and pounds of that dirtiest type of grime all over my name. As the police don't protect right, family must be a swear word. As family don't family at all. And there's no system to trust when they bury the truth just to protect themselves and save face. Compromised in their promises, only lies, only lie upon lie after lie. You need the help, but you're out here bleeding in your soul to find from within their whole syndicate of sin. Just a madman grinning right through the whole system, bleeds lie after lie, bleeding in their own laws, compromised, completely forlorn ways and flawed. So you can keep them losses, cause they keep on coming, stacking them up, one after another, real thick, stealing that true heart that was meant to shine, looking for that whole love life, for a breakthrough and a blessing to come, not being left to come undone, year after year, day in and day out, leaving me to stare down that battlefield, just a barrel of their guns, staring right back, here fighting for the battles of another, to put their lives on track, to put their lives on track. Line after line of them battles of another, their own little brother or best friend or a partner. How could anyone hardly be real anymore when the bloodlines are out here to be let out fake, let out dry? Blood in your heart's a stake, their hearts at stake. When your own king feeds the reasons of these snakes for the heavens' sake. Are you still able to rise up in all of that pain inside of your chest, invested in from your own heart's interest? No truths to be found for the breastplate so placed in the name of Jesus Christ. So you still speak, even when your voice shakes,
JP.
to watch that earth quake with 10,000 drums of war. 10,000 drums of war put upon a real warrior's mission. It's too deep to fake, too much pain to take. I get so sick of all of their projection, and then they just get protection. It's insane ways that they're trying to take over on me, to take away my whole entire life, G. You feel me? When children are ending up dead on these streets, when the wars are leaving innocent children and women dead on repeat. Inside of these wars they ain't losses, they're losses, but they don't wanna own our whole souls out on complete ways. They won't. They won't stop when the truth's gonna show. I'm still here fighting from within, old scars to feed up and create. And the gold inside of my heart's just a plate cannot be overbought, oversold, and it hurts to be left within ourselves, straight up driven to a hearse. Our own hearts flow, heaviness like a grenade about to explode, as they can't imitate, because they got no integrity of their own ability, agility. So as we're reeling the feeling that we made to feel the more, feeling to feel real, but nothing about it feels real anymore. Just to murder masked up in their own intentions, big, to make lesser out of them, better ones with their own intentions, crimes. It's so sick. Straight up dicks, straight up pricks. Why'd I ever even try to love you right and real, when you could come so unglued? You feeling me, G? Feeling me, G? Light up, complete ways, slandered and mocked, sink you for having the lights on. Still stuck inside of the blaze of the lesser of my own name that they gave upon me. Put it back upon display. I'm framed, painted up and blacklisted like cream, forced to shake upon that heat of complete isolation and solitude within my own reason, taking it out on me, piece by piece, just to leave me without peace to release. Set instead, just being left without a clue, while they're planned for this whole attack to take me all out, take me all back, leave me all back, and all matched and outgunned. It's so hard to feel like any of this is real. Crazy make narcissistic bullshit gains, but it gets realer than real. It's the raw deal.
JP.
Knowing far well that you could be so much more than you are if they just left you alone. But it's like good luck, feeling like you'll never have the feeling like you ever used to feel again. Forced to reflect on their own projections, sit in that energy still in that way they left on you emotionally, as well as unwittingly being a victim of sedation, physically fighting for your own hearts to spark your own heart's sparks and beats left to flutter the fuck out. while the system's gaslighting you the same ways as these Freemasons only gain more and more, just to leave you dead on the floor, and it hurts worse than leaving you up in them planes that they lie about, and they planned out the whole attack down to the T, blowing out that whistle. Which way are you gonna go? Which way are you gonna choose, Neo? Where you're led to go inside of your own self, to muster up the courage from that deaf mute nightmare who could tighten up that noose any tighter. In the dire straits, screaming out, let me out, G, let me out, G, feel me, till I show up in the world, knowing exactly who the fuck I be, and who I am. I am what I am, still showing up as that brotherhood of man. When that brother, my old kin, left me bled out dry in lies and sin, crimes out on repeat. Just so hard to feel like any of this is real. Where you gonna go, Neo? Snakes filled with all of their bitter rage, leaving you stuck inside of that cage, stalling out my blessings. To all of my keepsakes being smashed out.
JP.
This pain ain't so pretty. They led me to cry, left me to die, resigned in my own life and mind. Bled out for days, grew up for death till it feels so incomplete. While they lie about the poison that they left there in my veins, saying it ain't being the whole way of a life out on repeat, the most wickedest ways. And there they aim to help out here or there, it's clear. They look away cause I'm blowing that whistle loud on something that's really real inside of my life, and I need the world to hear. I'm not telling the fib, I ain't playing riddle. It's so hard when you know yourself, the creator, being on your side while they're lying, playing me out, my whole reason and mind in that crime, left to die. Can't let it slide, this pain ain't so pretty, it's cold up in this city, blood out, no pity, tell me Lord, are you with me? I was left here to cry, being left to flop and die. So if I had a real system, a real support system, that I'd be just fine. They'd make sure I'd never see that sunshine. Then real support system, be working. I'd be working at strong facilities, 100 G ahead, building from my own abilities, my agility, but instead begging someone just to hear me out, or just shoot me, just take me to a beautiful scene and shoot me, take me out, that pain just cannot take. Being bled out to die was the point of this justice, ain't truly real. Left here to just cry for years and years and years inside of that crime they disguise, while my truth is just standing right there before their eyes. No blessing, just lessons on a loop. And it's so hard just to explain to people
JP.
what it's like to be poisoned up in that way, and especially with where it was coming from, just to leave me for dead. All of them snakes filled with the bitter rage, stalling my blessings to keep all of them keepsakes smashed into the past, stung for that dead in the grass, groomed for that early grave to make me into a tool, something that I ain't, only being poisoned off, bloody, to leave me bled out to a rage, to paint me out, since asked for, just a gain as my whole light started to fade away. I had no choice left but to walk away from all that they had done to me, to leave me there falling upon my own floor in real time, being led to die just to get killed inside of their whole warfare. A proxy made warfare over me and act as though they weren't the real deal, real bright. It's all just lies upon lies upon lies. But when God got you in your own heart, you ain't finna give a fuck about that type of bullshit. It's just stuff as you're gone and away, when it's literally being set up against your own better judgment, being bled to die, to leave you to cry. So in real time, letting that blood bleed dry into these skies, just to act like it's no karma out here, just to serve what they were going to do to you, closing in on you, taking piece by piece of your whole mind, and poison you off for dead, as though you're leaving yourself lost off for the reason to die inside, just dying on the inside, unable to explain, unable to talk, unable to walk, unable to speak at all at that age. At that age, do you feel me though, G? Swerving off in the dark roads, no real reason just to see, just the sheer desperation left in me to tell this story because it's my own, it's all I got left. Down to my last hope, down to my own last breath, trying to hold on to the weight of everything that they gave, everything that they made the craft over me, to take me out, to make me be less of me than I could ever be, than the lesser of those losses that they left me feeling lifeless in the highest cost. Through every single battle, leaving my mind just tossed, just to feel up that grind and find that reason straight up that I could even see my own face and mind. Lost every part of that I couldn't breathe inside. You couldn't breathe down to the bone inside. I fought to stay standing. I fought to still rise. Even as they were cutting me off from that light, they were cutting me off from life.
JP.
I couldn't breathe. Down to the bone. Down to my very own eyes. Down to everything cellular inside. It's an arsenic poisoning. Do you understand me, G? From such a young age. Do you understand me, G? How could they do it to me? But are you still with me? They were fleeting just to make me out, to be the problem that they took over inside of my life. They led by craft, they created, to pull up that strings in the shadows unseen by most. And then they played up like ghosts. They weren't real and the damage controlled to save face. And I was never just ordinary, just being injected inside of this poisoned up version of a man who could have dealt with all of that abuse from such a young age. Inside of that built rage, reaching for love inside of the criminal way they took. I couldn't ever see, couldn't ever glow up in my own true shine. They broke me down to my bones, bled out dry, and I couldn't feel alright. Airtight and unconscious and flopping in my own self, falling up so loose. Lost inside of the agility and ability to see it for what it was. But it was murder, motherfucker. Can't you see that pain in my eyes? So deep inside of these cries. You took me so far off from the home of my whole eternal soul inside. So my pulse still rises. I fight staying on my solid ground.
JP.
The pulse still rises, out of control sometimes. Just to forge up my name in the dirt for all of their own pain inflicted upon me, that caused all of this shameful hurt. They were formed from the blessings that they got through me, that they went through as if nothing they did ever truly mattered, but they did it, and they made these vows. You're supposed to be the calm in the rain, the sunshine and all that pain, but you left me cut from breathing and feeling, needing exposure. But all of the memories, they fade and bend away, fade up and away. They took my peace and they stole my name, they hacked me up and all of that energy, for all of their own need to identify these aches and pains in me that was created when I wasn't feeling alright inside. They never took that torch from my bleeding hands. They just left me there. They should have been there for me. They should have been there for me. But they just left me there to fall upon my own floor, fall to the ground, swerving around inside of my body, flailing around, and all of my heart's curves curving, my heart swerving, veering in and off the road, as they poisoned me chemically, bombed me. They needed me to break, unable to speak for my own peace. After all that they did to me, they just left me like a ghost, like they never did anything to erase me, indemnify the crime that took over me. They needed me erased, G. They needed me so out of place, flying out the handle at such a high speed, to get me dead in the deed. And then frauds of an insurance type to relieve themselves off of the battle, that I had my knees planted up in the field of pain, the field of pain, of all that was left in uncertainty for my whole of life, my life, each and every single place of my life. How could they have done this to me?